Hello, my dear friend. If you're receiving this video, it's because we are friends. You know me, I know you, and you have been part of our trajectory along the years. As you know, probably 5 years ago, Casa da Videira started the process of recovering and growing that led us eventually where we are today. By that time, we needed help. And this is not a video to ask you for help, but to report what happens and what we have ahead of us and how we are, in a way, giving back what we have received and inviting you to be part of that. So, we received along the years, an amount of money that helped us to become not only helpers or an NGO or a church or whatever that received help every time they needed. We transformed part of the help we received into means of production. And having the ability to become producers, we reached today the situation of self-sustainability. So we are not only able to sustain the community that we are, but also to help the people around us, the parish around us, the poor around us, and many small business around us. We have partners, we have clients, and for example, during the COVID, we are distributing from our house around 700, 800 kilos of food a month for different families that are receiving not only dry grains but fresh food from our door. And we are helping small business by partnering with them in order for them to grow with us. We are paying our bills, we are having the experience of abundance, we are extending our table to include people. And so we have created in the past an inclusion fund to help those immigrants and poor people that needed help for food, sheltering, or starting a new life here in our place. We have created a help fund to help people in emergency situations, and we have had that and with the help of other friends. But now we are launching an Emancipatory Fund. This fund is not for people that need to be included or helped, but people that are working in the same way we work, that are struggling to grow and create more freedom, more happiness, and including more people, creating jobs, creating wealth, and distributing wealth around them. And we know some cases. But I will give you some numbers about, and I will use our currency for you to understand. 5 years ago, our means of production were around 10,000 reais, not much, but that was the investment we received from people. So we started working to become self-sustained 5 years ago. Today, we have more than 400,000 reais in means of production. That is a significant growth. We are separating 10% of what we received every week to create a fund to help others in the same situation that are struggling, that are working hard but need a little push to go to the next step. And we have created this fund that I'm inviting you to take part of it in order to include people, but not as people that are receiving a donation, but that are receiving an investment, and that they will give back to the fund the same amount in a period of 6 years maximum, and not with no interest, with nothing like that, but simply putting back, and not as paying back, but putting in the same fund from where they have been helped, becoming in the day zero after receiving the help, also donors for others. So at this point, we have 3 projects that we are, seeing as potential to help. One of them is one in the northeast of Brazil, one of the poorest areas of Brazil, where a friend of ours that we know for more than 10 years has worked to the limit, and now he needs a vehicle to deliver the goods they are producing and to increase the freedom and the network of people that they are helping. The second one, that is more or less an emergency, is something that was very challenging for us. That was, a couple, an LGBT couple, and if you know me, you know exactly that we are Christians, that we are conservative, but this group of people have suffered a lot in our country. Not only suffering emotionally, but they are sometimes in danger after the new government. So there's this couple that one of the members of this couple, both parents got COVID, and both have terrible diseases that were there before the COVID, and they are now presently in intensive care unity, both of them, probably with a bad prognostic. And they decided to close their business. What this couple does, they help people, they help homeless, they embrace people, they give food away. They are really, really hard workers, and we love them. We are not judging them, we're not accusing them, we are not having ideas about them. We're just saying we love you. So we said to them, go ahead, close your business and we will take care of you. So at this point they need to pay the rentals, and they're very concerned about the small group of employees that they have employed, that people that normally not received in another business. And the third project that we are planning to invest is one of, with chickens and eggs and producing this from garbage that we want to invest on. So the amount that we need to create this fund is around $20,000, more or less that. And we already have around $7,000 in this fund. And we want to invite you to think about being one of the investors of this fund. The functioning of this fund is this: the person receives the money, and in the next day they start putting money back in the fund, because they are not under the pressure of needing that, because they are producers, they are having their normal life, and they have a maximum time to refund of 6 years, after what, if they're not able, they will be forgiven. The basis of this is the forgiveness of debts. And we are not saying to them based on the payback principle, but the pay forward principle. We are giving the money and they are becoming investors in the next project. It's an ongoing fund. We will do this alone with some friends, but I hope with you too. Please help us to help others, not only in inclusion, as we already are, not only helping and saving people in difficult situations, but now helping people to create new economy, create new situations. I want to have the pleasure to receive a message for you. You have my cell phone, you have my WhatsApp, and you have probably my email. I only need to know if you want to participate and with how much you could think about, help us to create this fund. And we will be very clear, this will not be used by Casa da Videira. We are investors in this fund. We are going ahead, we are investing this weekly, and we are doing our best to give back what we have received in the past. But we are wanting to put this in the hands of other people that will create more wealth and more freedom. So if you want to participate, send me a message saying, yes, I want to participate, and we could offer that amount. Don't give money, please, don't send money. I will give you instructions. We have bank accounts in Portugal, we have bank accounts in Brazil. We will decide which one you can send your money if you want to send. But this fund only will be created if the amount of people that we are sending this say, okay, I'm with you and I will invest that amount. If we reach the $20,000 that we plan to reach, you will receive a second message with instructions. If not, I ask you to take the same money that you're planning to send to us and send to other initiatives that are similar or that need help in your own environment or in other parts of the world that you know. Brazil is struggling climatically, politically, economically, environmentally, and we are deep inside of that, thinking that it's not a question of protecting people from the effects, but to go ahead and create new alternatives. Help us to create new alternatives to others. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to receive a message from you as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.